Morning all. Okay, so we're starting off with a news video today, and then I'll get into the preview. We'll see how many games we have tonight because, the postponements are here. And there are a couple of reasons for postponements, which I kind of figured we might see. So first off, the Winnipeg Jets, Paul Maurice realizing that he's lost the room. At least that's how it sounds. Just saying that they needed a new voice. He's stepped down. The team didn't fire him. They didn't sit him down and go, hey, you'd better quit or else. He just decided, he seems at peace with it. Like he's going to walk the earth or whatever he's going to do. But, full marks to him for being willing to just say, you know what? Yeah, the team needs a change and I'm gone. And just really cool. It sounded like he's like, yeah, I'm just going to go fishing. It's like he didn't say that, but that he might as well have. So I think it's if there is an uplifting way to go out as a coach, there's that. He was asked whether or not his coaching career was finished. He's like, I don't know. So Paul Maurice is done as the coach. Kevin Cheveldayoff announcing that Dave Lowry takes over for the rest of the season. So there is no search for a new coach at this point for the Winnipeg Jets. They're going to go with Dave Lowry for the rest of the season. We'll see if that turns things around. The Jets have definitely been underwhelming this season. And so Maurice is like, I got to go. And it just seems like from the way that it was all phrased and everything, he's kind of happy to be able to not coach a game tonight or tomorrow. And he's pretty okay with everything just being done. So we'll see what changes with Winnipeg and what they do. But Paul Maurice, he's done. So total respect, full marks to him for that. So tomorrow's game between Boston and Montreal is officially postponed. There are others that are going to be. So could be kind of a light weekend, which means more games are getting pushed down the road. And so Olympics. And Boston's still scheduled to play in Ottawa on Sunday. So this is where the border comes in, right? So players cross the border, and as happened with Carolina, you get a couple players who end up in isolation and in a hotel in Canada. And so Carolina brought the players home to make sure they could, be with their families for Christmas. And it's true. Most of these players either don't have any symptoms or they have very, very small minor symptoms that you could confuse with anything else. And so, they're going home, and players don't want to get stuck. They don't want to get stuck somewhere else. And so across the Canadian border, they don't want to get stuck up here. So there's going to be that problem. And so I'm not sure how the NHL is going to navigate this, but it's where we're at, right? Other teams will have watched what happened with Carolina and saying, well, we don't want to have that happen. So whether the NHL can work something out with the government or whatever, we'll see. That game is postponed between Boston and Montreal. It's too bad. I like Boston-Montreal games. They're fun to watch because the teams always hate each other so much. And Bettman did something today which people aren't going to know how they feel about this. So Toronto fans, who I would imagine hate Bettman because everybody does, Bettman's reduced the suspension for Jason Spezza to 4 games, and he has reasons for it, saying that because Pionk missed 3 games with an injury, all right, well, he missed 3 games. Spezza's been out 4, and Spezza's incredibly long career, which has been clean, and saying, all right, so these are reasons to drop it down to 4 games. I think that's a first. I'm pretty sure Bettman's never himself reduced it. It's usually been a third-party arbitrator that reduces it. So is this one of those cracks with Department of Player Safety? I don't think so. I really don't think so. But again, we'll see if player safety and all that gets changed in this coming off season, or if they make some changes during this season. Or again, people are never going to be happy. There will be those who are mad that it's reduced to 4 games. There's going to be people who say it should have been more than 6, and people who say, hey, he shouldn't have got anything. He should have just been allowed to skate off. 1,300 games in the NHL, you get a free knee to somebody's head. I don't know. Anyways, Vancouver also, while they're in Vancouver to play tomorrow, 2 of the players put in a protocol. Practice canceled today. Kerfoot and Tavares are in protocols, so it's hit Toronto. And the interesting thing being, I was just reading an article this morning on how Toronto hasn't been hit. They've been doing their best to be as safe as possible. Game's changed, and it's changed this month. So Nugent Hopkins has also been added to the list for the Edmonton Oilers. And so Ryan Nugent Hopkins in protocol. And so that doesn't help. The Oilers, finally win their game last night, the first one they've won in a while. Losing RNH hurts for a team that does have a top-heavy issue. That definitely hurts. Yesterday, the Vancouver Canucks named Stan Smeel the Vice President of Hockey Operations. And around Vancouver, it's just the positivity is remarkable. It's a 180. Under Benning and Green, there was just this constant feeling of foreboding and doom, and it's gone. I don't know where it went. I know it's probably lurking around behind a tree somewhere, and it's going to come jumping back at some point. But it's been fun, and of course, the team store has got Bruce There It Is T-shirts, which I'm sure everybody from every fan base is going to want. I admit that it's goofy. It is. It's a goofy thing, but it's going to sell some T-shirts, and if you tell people I hate that chant's stupid, they're going to chant it louder. That's how that works. It's on T-shirts. The Vancouver Canucks store, which of course is vanbase.ca and all that. I've ordered plenty of times through there. So yeah, I didn't order the shirt myself. I looked at it, I thought, where would I wear it? Really, seriously. So yeah, anything that's chanted in the Canucks stadium will end up on a T-shirt. Emily Kaplan is also reporting more postponements are going to happen this weekend. So if your team's been kind of, well, if they looked last night like they were really shorthanded, odds are the NHL's realized, we can't do this. One of the reasons, too, why Boston Montreal wouldn't go forward, that's a huge moneymaker. So as Pierre LeBrun stated, the hockey-related revenue takes a major hit in Montreal if there's no fans in attendance. And this is where if people are like, hey, when would the league pause? That'd do it. Without fans in attendance, you're losing a lot of money. The players are also losing that money, because I've also seen people saying, well, the league won't shut down because it's greedy. It's the league and the NHLPA who both share the revenues. They also share the risk. And so the players at any point in time could sit down and say, we feel not safe, and have a vote and all that, and have that fight. And we haven't got there yet. So, all right, there you go. All set for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Do you think Dave Lowry will make a good coach for the Jets? Let me know your thoughts regarding that. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.